This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Andy Kerm,
you know,
say
yeah.
All right. And then you say Eco Street, eh?
Okay.
Yes, young foreign stories in the Mukakra.
Okay.
Young room.
So as of 34th minute of Balados, now Barcelona and so Mary and we had the kind of pressure now the Barcelona attacking their midfield. We share my brand friend Gavi, Memphis Depay, and then Ansu Fati. The kind of pressure no more them Joseph Edu, Jesse Moreno, and Hugo Gallo. No, now ding at the Amatima friend Celta Vigo. So I'm betting me sustaining that pressure. In terms of Ansu Fati in your first goal in the 5th minute, Sergio Busquets and so then they account, and then Memphis Depay a crown no 3-0 in the first half as of 34th minute. In the second half, and Eduardo Cordel Sisan and Sano Kakra. Then we saw the likes of Igo Aspas and the talented players around them coming into the game. Saturday in Mekan Hase, Celta Vigo Mranti and Mranti Abibi are big teams da. But unfortunately, no one team live up to the bailing and almost back. Jesse Moreno above for Valencia, Igo Aspas for Liverpool, Nolito for Manchester City and Sevilla, Yengu Denis Suarez in Barcelona. Obi Acha Renato Tapia from Peru national team to the South American Copa Libertadores to Celta Vigo. In him the quality of Renato Tapia deba to the midfield of Celta Vigo. In Tibasa, in ya trainer no sejo they thought say are growing in happen. But in the second half, and a Celta Vigo a be fire no because as of 3-0, na Barca in terms of play, na Barca near the best side. Na goals na no match. And the moment that Celta Vigo open up play no again. The injury of Ansu Man, in fact, the defense and the confidence, and then you expect Sergio Baguan, Senka tactically, or an attacking player Beba on that particular line. But I decided so the Abrantia Fene Martinez bar the Beba on the left. No Ababijna, Abrantia Feno, Jody Alba and again, Tama Eric Garcia Priano or the Runa Arojo and a pie. And on the man near man Kuyam from Barcelona, and we saw Igo Aspas opening that fire. We saw Denis Suarez open fire, no, and Omubenya a second goal. No one said that was just a consolation and enough for them. But unfortunately, in the 90+6 minutes, he was such a cracker from Abranti FN Igo Aspas. Now she no little kind of fast to the Tibo Bon too. Now she Abranti FN Igo Aspas. The technique behind the kind of fast to the Bono at 2 neta. Level and compare almost standard to the certain Barcelona young players that particular team. It is a Celta Vigo deserve their spot. Deserve draw down because they were better in the second half and they were all over the place. Park and so they were firing from all cylinders, controlling proceedings, creating opportunities, creating decent chances, and almost taking that opportunity in the last minute. Barcelona problem continue to be compounded. But the reality is necessary. Maka say players need to have almost Barca JC, but they are not Barca materials. And only idea issue here. And grounds no mkobo born. Near him say in the last 2 seasons, Barca elusu here 3-0 last season, 2-2 in the previous seasons. It's near him said the hoodoo of Anuata Barca in recent times. No material see any in Balados here. That's they are on their way to the triumphant land. But unfortunately, only late unless a team of Celta Vigo deserve their spot. Sani see here in the game against ATM and then Valencia. Who expect ATM say with their defensive power and the cover. So I'm going to take 3 goals to 1. You don't expect the likes of Valencia to come back. And especially a Valencia team. Omeja Goncalo Galdes, who has always been the attacking machinery or the channel of supply, because he was a Carlos Soler form of the ball last season. This season Antessa. But Goncalo Galdes, making sure he destabilized the 3-back system of Diego Pablo Simeone, and almost in the last minute, Sergio Hugo Doro, Ebenyadi 2 goals for them. You na Valencia and so Etimiana a 3-3 and no edge time and again. So Penia your friend Diego Simeone in the defense no can you say the city no said you this season Antessa out of the 12 games on my consider 13 last season your both season in the no ma consider 25 goals story in the same thing, and I feel Diego Pablo Simeone, also share the difference. The three back has been exposed in Europe, has been exposed in the Spanish La Liga, and I think the earlier I'll go in for the 4 back, the better. Real Madrid Fono said you after taking 2 goal lead, Fakao Betre said no matter baby what Drubia, obeying me about 10 minutes, obeying about 15 minutes, but ne power up front, any come be faster the ball out what and you know, the experience, no, anytime I be calling upon, no, he's ready to obey the amount. Real Madrid again dominated proceedings, creating decent chances, and Vinicius Junior again. The choir no did team FNO, rival Vallecano defense and first no, need more for them, and with Karim Benzema getting all those 2 goals, no, you can't pay no one and how almost see bombarding in the Spanish La Liga. But again, Tigre comes in, and in the last minute, we need a consolation for them. Falcao was one of the finest center for the Indian in recent times, but injuries are one, and a baby will do it. But again, Carlo Ancelotti in the mountain edge, Sebasa area, now ATM show inconsistency. They are ready, and Omobet me are taking the pole position in the Spanish La Liga. Okoko Piemu in Italy. Now you said the debut of the Virgin Mary and say the Besiaco and AC Milan again. Actually, said the unbeaten run in the Italian Serie A. Say Anko Yekra at least a draw will be enough for them. Makasa say show more players na individually. Open who say open here Stefano Pielo Ayadie na Paul Juma so what team the Milan are unbeaten in the Spanish La Liga. But say Joe, AC Milan team no in terms of team play, but individually any kakakra. Tama haka no glue. Etimenya penalty no be a say Abrante ni go no best celebrity ana. And so with just a moment or the ball to middle of the goalkeeper, na goalkeeper na ntimi anya hore and unya 1-0 for them. Then AC Milan decided to power pressure and the choir Abrante FN Frankes caught to penalty said you know also mantia seda because na mini baby or the ball neko. But Milan started parley pressure making sure so omobenya equalizer no and said you omo parley pressure na my branch friend Stefan de Vrij etimi echo share no you real for me Milan were the better side, they control proceedings, they created chances, and so on the whole omuna nan kana also omo win the game omusa Lautaro Martinez eja penalty boss end there, but for me Milan no omo deserve the 3 maximum points no, but in such situation so but there be not there be now in penalty bono or quality chair or experienced player chair. Now, so you back, nothing benya equalizer, or the because so you give it to Stefano Piolo for me. Simeone Inzaghi disappointed, and said you I'll give it to AC Milan. So we now that's 1 point. No, Juve so a take a branch for Nikola Milinkovic and a red card in the last minute. And Sana in the 73rd minute on red card, which for me the referee was a bit harsh, but Juve. Almost defended so well with the likes of Lucas Martinez, Christian Berardi, or Drozola, and Lucas Torreira dropping, and then after Duncan Ebamu to stabilize their midfield for them. But numerical disadvantage is always numerical disadvantage when it comes to European football. Into Fiorentina defended, making sure say Paulo Dybala and then Alvaro Morata plus Federico Chiesa into me for ball into. But Joan Cuadrado came in and in the last minute ultimately the ball number 2 at them and Juve in the 3 maximum points. So in the EPL, I want a training sessions in course at the Old Trafford. Now. So game no now on Trebi and I got to say game ne koswa. One should ya because Manchester City on mobile so mobile training. Everything on the Old Trafford and said, no Manchester United any antidote to it. And their plan was simple. Young Fabone and the central defense of Manchester United because defensively they will be having 5 at the back, 3 at the middle, or 4 at the middle. No money Cristiano Ronaldo nkwa wedimu. It is you drew fan Tedwa. Let's use Gabriel Jesus. Let's use Abrante Fene Fair Folding and Kevin De Bruyne and Asa Abrante Fene Bernardo Silva and play as a force 9. No more intention play no up front. And to Shakwa first go ne fast so by. Ball no kwa no ha Fair Folding boy or Cancelo rather or ball no and the boy Eric Bay now so I said you ball no team got to him. And after conceding the first goal, excellent saves from Abrante Fene David DJ and said you acquire DJ fast so save you. Gabriel Jesus born, my share born, mentiase. I've not seen such save from Ike Casillas, not even Gigi Buffon or Manonoya. But his ability to come back, as about be years, I save now. I will say, compensation as I save now. My meaning said, you know, as I save now.
Yeah.
You don't get this from this.
I crave says, "I boy in Camodo Mano say no."
David,
yeah,
yeah, they are not.
A true baby now and call you crass.
Ole Gunnar and then Kofa Jordan Henderson.
Gene Henderson.
Omubeko Euros no. No one yet pick for Nini, so they felt they could use that boy. Baby said last season back on a enough now you reduce David here to cap competition.
The saving now, since I saving now, you know TV.
But that's your first.
Just who didn't want to say.
Yes. Or that fair. Oh, just into our net here.
Yes. Wonderful save.
Dier has always been a top class goalkeeper. Forms bit the form bit my form but he's always a
or by Drew baby now or struggle pa.
Yes.
Ne kepa no or call a Spanish national team no. Vana or struggle also.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he was struggling. It will be so Kepa too.
Yeah,
Kepa too. But go na share no so I think say notwithstanding all the saves he could have done better.
So no one more could resume that your end.
Question the boy here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as a man can for the Spanish national team he lost it politically.
Yeah.
Because Kepa nya dienche Digia da
yes,
even on the body.
Sagul.
Wanyade. Masedo. So you goalkeeper now sorry. Now tenase. Oh sorry. Now tenase. You call you to duty. Sir, these are the good that you concede. Obebre.
Okay.
And we ourselves in a near back open way you. Okay, put United in the game in the first half. It was Manchester City versus DVD. It was this whole City team versus him. Because the three centre backs no mujina Bay were the better ahead of the two. Lindelof on clear lines no on blockade. The same thing applies to Harry Maguire. And Luke Shaw, they only cover the spaces out there. Unfortunately, Sergio Bissaka or Cancelo and then Phil Foden to close two within one. Sorry on the right, Carl Walker and then Gabriel Jesus into 2 against 1 on live akoso. And on Jendi Muhodiama on 3 centre backs because the game plan on Yemfa Bon in fact the middle of the centre backs by Yemfa Bon in Concofant and Tenwa. Sa plana and to Shakwa Bernardo Silva fast to Gono and Shakwa Foden a fast to Gono. Let's exploit the back line. Actually, no, a quiet that on one Yemfa Bon and said, Joe. United always continue to be reduced to mockery.
Yeah.
At the end, and then so Betty asked him for but and said, "Joe, we will be a sheep bone be a papa Busam and say a Pep Guardiola and a Bobon and I said, players, and I'm saying coach now. A proper training session and of course what the Old Trafford. And it is not good for the United side.
Yeah.
So Joe, opinion man country only going to associate that so I'm told Ronaldo is in full support, but so support or no answer. Born or boy and I can't back up in the opponent 18 box. And a Manchester United area no, and I can too. He had 27 touches. And apart from not a born or Boko keeper no, United back game in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And so day in, day out, they continue to underperform. And they don't show promise. They don't show any improvement and sitting area. And for me, DJ has been their savior and their best player of the season. The earlier on Befani and to their problem, the better. Callum Hudson-Odoi and Rose Barkley actually at the Kunti they continue to warm the bench. So here Chelsea game in Libya. The number of chances a bar way. So what you actually said you born no diagro. These are players Callum Hudson-Odoi or Monan saying Rose Barkley Mobi, Kai Havertz Mobi. So in the absence of Romelu Lukaku and then Timo Werner, you expect to take that opportunity a coach in the moment. And yes, he played. But the number of chances I was down up front, the number of chances are Rose Barkley no, the number of chances are Kai Havertz no, in the absence of these guys, take baton and Chelsea and Quedimu. It was just fortunate. Say teams are not Musu Bonina and Anko for Liverpool, Anko for Manchester United. But again, if you are competing with Manchester City, you need to be very careful because they have about 95% of the players who manage the Premier League. But within the Chelsea team, how many of them have won the Premier League? Did they have experience when it comes to coaching, experience in terms of quality, experience in terms of personnel, and team play? They have experience. And the Chelsea players, they shouldn't be complacent. And Oya Thomas Tuchel said, "You don't to mention other than say, and game he was not pushing the boys." barely a team are more than born in Sweden. And the likes of James Tarkowski, Ben Mee, and then Charles Taylor. Our difference in them, and Chelsea created several opportunities. Then we saw meeting the two at them, but unfortunately, on my team and for Bona and two at them in the 76 minutes. And Burnley, a team that is famous equalizer at Stamford. For me, Thomas Tuchel need to push his guys. Liverpool against West Ham. So you will make us say now, training and now we say, at the end of West Ham for no area into being no more. Liverpool, Jano almost sorrow. The kind of football almost ball and we West Ham, they don't give up. And almost start the game now, almost fire. So last season we saw that from Aston Villa. Unfortunately, almost coach and almost team yapam. But the West Ham team said, "You look at them against Leicester City. Watch them against Manchester United in the EFL. Watch them against Manchester United in the EPL. Watch them against any of the big guys in the EPL. And the team have arrived. And apart from Kezuma or Babishebno, this is a consistent team, and you need David Moyes, an average team. Give it to him, give him time, and he will build. And only Juma Oye and Everton, he needs time to build. And with their team, was that creating competition within a certain line. Into the Vladimir Kafa last season, no boy, then he probably be you on first 11 of the season on the Bayern, while losing a position in the Abba Ben Johnson. Aaron Creswell has been consistent for West Ham in the last 3-4 seasons. Kezuma, the experience, Abba, and the icing on the cake in the team friend West Ham. Look at the goal that he scored. Until Omo played the Salah, whoever comes up front and out. They were spot on in defense, and they have the most consistent double pivot in the EPL in Thomas Susek and Declan Rice. And Sergio, Declan Rice now on a doubt kakra, and I said Chelsea don't need him, but per his game, Manchester United need him. A refined holding player. The OPBA or the Bemau. Onyo Bio Bobu Gabe Brebe. But Sergio, he intercept, he close, he block, he mop, he clears his line very, very well in midfield. We in United, it won't feel and so person transit here. He has a bit of N'Golo Kante's transition in him, or the ball be burning into Omoma Pablo Fanels and drop baby, and that Algerian guy on the left side, Barama, super player, and then Michel Antonio said, "You, the early Canada players on Monday was so any in the Premier League, they're better." And the Liverpool, they don't have anybody to blame, but the way that they defend, Zadio, for me, their zonal marking is very, very poor. And West Ham showed, say Liverpool are sure I'm doing the Premier League, but this time with their form, I'm much less a bad thing. Say Liverpool. I'm for any GU. Yes, any message you buy is Chelsea and Yadi. That one your chance now. Monfanye Bibia. But West Ham, says Zuma, justify the Gruntia, or Castle was the highest paid player of West Ham. So you unjustified. Unjustified. No. The fact that he's no, it's in the match win. No, so Minka saw more. O compare on defense, almost central defense. They have Issa Diop, Angelo Bona, and then Kezuma. So far Kezuma ahead of Obona, ahead of Issa Diop. Baby, Wakonenam, Everton, Chelsea, the French national team, the profile, the achievement at those level, and then the level of experience and what's the job. But so per what Michel Antonio have done for West Ham. Per the Declan Rice I for them, per what Gerard Baldwin has done for them. Sergio, I don't think Kezuma should be the highest paid player for West Ham. Declan Rice, Michel Antonio for me should be at the top. Okay. Ahead of Abrante Fene Kezuma. But Sergio, the profile not the rich, and he's coming from a first class team. How many West Ham players? And I will tell you on Bebobi. Okay. The reality is that he's a perfect addition, a solid one indeed. But being the highest paid player, I disagree. That's not for now idea. And the level of consistency on my show, and now no panel said you now me share super sport. Now I'm discuss it. Mikel Arteta say from the start of the season. Now virtually more can about coaches I pam this season. And Steve McManaman can say I didn't know my coaches in the time. I'm fan build because social bit is say Mikel Arteta losing to Manchester City and in the first 2 games Obia can say pam. But give him the time and the resources. We're building the Ababedu now. Arsenal echo 9 games unbeaten. Beating Watford in the last minute. In the Argentina coaches now more time to build. Unfortunately, I can't say the expectation of a team is different. And I said, your last week, new young guys said, you know, you can about the expectation of RTU, you can the expectation of Cry Lions and the expectation of Kotoko and Has. They are not the same. At West Ham, they will give you time to build. But they do be almost a Slevan village. A Juma on the Amano or to JJ Mono. Said you almost Sakeno. Claudio Ranieri, of all people, winning the league for Leicester City at a point on who was I one pound now because relegation, he was fired. Ole has got the ample time to prepare, to build, to talk to the players, to make sure said you know only players in the better. But with time and again, we're also 18 titles. And the Manchester United team has been a global mockery now. And to new Biana man the time of beating I. Arsenal are there by getting that goal. They had a penalty which was squandered. But for me, Mikel Arteta is in the driving seat and Arsenal are playing so well.
Abotre
I was saying,
Arsenal. Yes. Arsenal and can supporters of Ghana had to do. Omunya Contiba anywhere. Conbo Tetefi. I finish them. All of a sudden, says he obey hero. Yes. Nipa Cronoa obey hero.
Son of football here. Felipe Scolari won the World Cup for Brazil. He was beaten 7-1 by Germany. That is football. Ferguson or DNG United at a point was beaten by 6 goals to 1. Ronald Koeman a ball free kick at the Barcelona almost first Champions League. Yeah. Starting in 55 thereabouts. Now Barca are both close to 24 years. Now I'm Champions League. Ronald Koeman scored a free kick against Sampdoria or Wembley in 1992. He was giving Barcelona a truly and a proper legend. One of the standout centre backs in the game. Clarence Seedorf, one of the best mezzala in the Italian Serie A and one of the greatest pack in world football. It's similar to the man, Sergio. Last minute, no, man do baby went me. Sana football in it. Only gonna associate a master Franco Money J. New camp in 1999. And then in Guasia to United Pano, only gonna associate now dearly Jema in 1999 and then Dema Manchester United. Marc-André ter Stegen had done 292 games, are considered 290 goals. A goalkeeper like him. Ike Casillas at the age of 18, Nastal Louis II, all save ball. Edema Real Madrid, Emoji Champions League, for the first time in closer to 4 or 5 years, no Marco 32 and no Muntimini be answered on Bejibo Amsterdam Arena. At a point, not the whole state was booed, jeered at the Santiago Bernabeu. Sana football here. Mikel Arteta now my Arsenal and he treat you and then he's a hero now.
The recorder or the Arsenal. So many years now in signing Guasin be that. So okay, that does the person who recorded him Guasin record or the yes, one says so. Show me your time, man. In the Manchester, Omunya Butrem from only. Ebiano so to me.
Infimi and Sano said you, Mikel Arteta, then now Betty Aseka. Yeah. There was no Thomas Partey. There was no. You are talking about their best holding player. Yeah. Gabriel was injured. Their best centre back. Yeah. Afenana, Lacazette free injury. Yeah. So you at least these are the key figures within the team. But at Manchester United, their best goalkeeper is in post. Their best centre back, Ewum. Paul Pogba is available, Bruno is available, Cristiano Ronaldo is available. And so, day in, day out, the coach doesn't show promise. And to the end of the Odebeka say, I'm from only going to associate that. And 1 year, and 2 years, Mikel Arteta was given the opportunity last season. Only going to associate or call the 4th season. While also 18 titles. And in Guasia, I had 2 on one said, Liverpool are sure move 5. Manchester City do not be training in Old Trafford. What again do we need? They can only be consoled by the last minute goals of Ronaldo Demon. But that's it.
Okay.
And then so Bisa Ferguson said the at 1 point. It is going to be the same legendary status and the goal that he scored for them at the new camp. Into console a boy in Asa de Okano. Omo de Bia, Omo Nijin one day. Go and watch your own in the 2006 UEFA Champions League final against Barcelona. Or both chances in the but as the Niger in the invincible in the last 20 years, he was Thierry. It's a console a boy, but the reality is that Manchester United today, and the Papa Copa Bamon Tom, and it's on Bepam Polygon Associate. And yes, I said you, they should expect worse for the years. Xavi Hernandez, and then Omo Danadi.
as a Barcelona head coach.
Yeah.
What expectations? In bare 1 minute.
So you expecting the season. Yes.
What's your training? Was about to training 9-3-3.
So you come players now more born. I say there are players who are wearing Barcelona DC, but they are Hatafe players. In this now because Celta Vigo team no. I go as pass. Nolito, Denis Suarez or Barcelona no near be money no how best started. Inti clearly Renato Tapia, Jelson Moreno and Ghana Nini Siakanya Pamankasa. Joseph Pedro played very, very well. Inti Javi said, we are only hoping.
Yeah.
Say, Basa you lose your PBR. And we are still losing possession. Because Celta Vigo for a boy 53-47. At least your possession in Sabeka. But unfortunately, we've lost everything.
Okay.
We've lost quality, we've lost results, everything. I'm Barcelona. No. He said, you lose. The only thing is I'm still the chance to play. I'm not expecting so much from Javi. But one thing about Barcelona, they say, how many years similar na say football no old gas an opportunity to deliver. Pep Guardiola came from nowhere, he came and delivered. Javi Dia in Catalan said you and he's adored and worshipped and one of the greats. Back now Cobona aside no the Agini we are only hoping. But said you I'm not expecting Javi to beat PSG, to beat Real Madrid, to beat Manchester City, to beat Bayern Munich. I feel he's just coming to stabilize the ship and hope that with time, Barca will get money, go to the market, buy quality. No, not the philosophy of non-family. I'm not expecting so much from Javi. He's only coming to stabilize the ship.
Okay. Yeah, to us, Kessben TV, Sanso, and OTA Live and crying important money na Kessben 92.9. Over our Facebook, Kessben TV, no, na o share. Amaunia and so NB Kessben TV, YouTube Live. Peter Drew.